Hello everyone, my name's Asim and I'm here to talk to you about buying properties through auction and the renovation process that it will take to then be able to refinance the property. So literally, as you know, when you buy a property from auction, majority of the times are because the house is not really livable in. And this is the reason why mortgage companies will not lend to you purchase this house as it's not really habitable. You generally purchase this through other means, which I can help you with. If you click on the link in the description and book a call with me, I can go into more detail for you. Generally, when I purchase a house in auction, they all need renovation work. Hence why I'm choosing to purchase in the auction, so I can then do the renovations, make a profit, and get the property at a much lower cost than I would pay through the mainstream way of purchasing properties. Now, with renovations, it's very simple. There's a few golden rules you need to stick to. Mainly, when you are renovating a property for the rental market, it is really, really important for you to remember you are not renovating that property for yourself to live in. The most common mistakes I see when people are renovating properties is they will always end up buying higher cost materials, more luxury items, luxury goods to put into this property, expecting to achieve better rental yield and better valuations. From my experience, it does not help at all. All you're doing is increasing your costs and at the end of the day, lowering your profit margin. Generally speaking, as long as when you are refurbishing that property, you have done it to a safe and a neutral standard. Neutral, I mean neutral colors, good enough equipment. I'm not saying for you to go and buy secondhand stuff. All brand new equipment can be achieved from any retailer you choose to purchase from for your fridges, your microwaves, your ovens, your cookers, etc. Your bathrooms, anything you want to purchase, you can purchase from any builder's merchant at a reasonable price. Your builder should be able to assist you with this, but expecting to put top quality equipment into a house will not achieve a higher rent or a better valuation in most areas that you will be purchasing in. There are some areas, if you do purchase in them, the requirement would be to have all top of the line, but then definitely you are putting a lot of money into the project in the first place. Generally speaking, I will typically spend between 20 to 35,000 on a standard 3-bedroom house to renovate it, depending on how bad the condition is when I receive the property. I've got a clip to show you at the end of this from Homes Under the Hammer, which will show you how I transformed a house for around £22,000, including a new kitchen, new bathroom, full rewiring, new carpets, plastering, painting, the works. And the transformation was brilliant. Absolutely ideal for what you would need to put the house on a rental market. That house then went straight onto the market and was rented within 2 weeks. Pretty much even rented before the house was complete, because the estate agents I work with know what finish I'm going to give and were able to get the house rented really quickly. It is very important to make sure that you, if you are doing the work yourself or the builder you have, know how to keep to a time scale and how to keep to a budget. There will always be a 10 to 20% contingency that you need to keep for any unexpected works, but generally with renovations, expect to go into a property and refurbish the property in minimum terms of a new kitchen, a new bathroom, rewiring, plastering, plumbing, a new boiler, check the roof for any leaks, and generally things like the gutters, etc., windows will all need to be checked. If you're aiming for a high EPC rating through your renovation, generally this does not really do much for your valuation, as mortgage lenders have a certain criteria, which is, to be fair, quite low. As long as you have everything that you need in that house, that is enough. People always say to me, do you provide furniture when you're renting? My answer is no. My thinking on this is, I want to make my job as easy as possible. Most tenants do have a lot of furniture they accumulate over the years of renting. Generally speaking, not all tenants really require furniture. If you do furnish the house, you can achieve more rent, but at the same time, you are then liable for most of that furniture if it breaks or if there's any issues with it. For that reason, I only pretty much provide white goods, which is the necessary items that you need to provide for you to be able to rent a property in the UK. For those of you who are wondering what white goods are, it's generally your fridge, washing machine, cooker, oven, things like that. And again, when I do purchase these items, I look for middle of the range to low of the range, but good quality, which makes it financially better for me, as I know know, those products will last for a while. Usually you can get good guarantees on them. So if there is an issue, you can call them out as you have purchased brand new, but keeps the cost down, which is the most important thing. If this is something you would like help with, you can click on the link in my description and book a call with me, and I can help you go through this in more detail. But just to say again, just by spending a lot more money on your renovation, it does not mean you'll ever see that money again. The aim of the game is to spend a moderate amount, which is enough to get the job done and to keep it, first of all, compliant, safe and neutral for your tenants to move into. If you are thinking of renovating a property to sell, generally speaking, also again, renovating to a really high standard does not mean you will achieve a higher selling price when you do come to sell. Generally speaking, your house is only worth what somebody is willing to pay. But when you're not looking to sell, like myself, if you're adding a property to a portfolio, you are playing the valuation game, and renovating to a reasonable cost is the ideal way to play that game. You can see in the video I've attached from Homes Under the Hammer that will show you the standard I aim to achieve in that.
Has crossed the finish line. But what about the remaining two? Are they striding towards success, or have they fallen at the first hurdle? Let's go back and find out. Back to Bilston now, where Owain saw a 3-bed house guided at just £19,000 to £24,000. And inside, it gave a bright first impression.
Bit of a surprise. What's through here? Well, this could be a dining room or maybe a little snug. And loads of light, you know, coming in from the front, from the back, bathed in the light, actually.
You could have got away with some light work on this one, but Asim, who paid £125,000 for the lot, was planning on a full renovation with his father-in-law, Salim, before renting it out.
I'm the builder, so...
All right.
So I have to do as Dad says, so...
I see, that's the golden rule,
yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
the golden rule. That's how you keep it all sweet.
They hoped they could spruce up the house for £30,000 and do all the work in under 5 weeks. A pretty quick turnaround for Salim and his team. 6 weeks later, we're back to see if they've refreshed this tired property.
On the ground floor, we took out the carpets and there was an old gas fire there. We had to take it out. The kitchen, we gutted the kitchen, put a new kitchen in.
Upstairs, the impressive transformation continues with a brand new modern bathroom suite. And like the living space downstairs, all 3 bedrooms have been replastered and painted with fresh new carpets throughout.
Generally, any property we take on, one of the key points is we always just replaster. It just gives you a nice finish on the walls and easy to paint, and you know for the longevity that the walls are in good condition. It just helps when you're renting these properties back out that it's up to a good standard. With the outbuilding, we had the roof checked for asbestos. It came back as negative, so we've just tidied it up.
Out in the garden, the grass has been cut and weeded. The door on the outhouse has been brightened up and the window was replaced. But this wasn't the only window that was given an upgrade.
The windows were a bit of a problem because we didn't know the exact thickness of the glass. So we had to take one out and measure it, and then took it to one glazier who said no, he couldn't do it. After 2 or 3, we found somebody who did the glass for us. We changed all the glasses on the windows and the door.
Asim and Salim are seasoned pros in the property renovation game and have ensured that the electrics, plumbing and heating are all up to the required standard for their new rental property. With Salim and his team working full-time on this project, they were able to complete the renovation in under 5 weeks. But did the quick turnaround put a strain on the pair's working relationship?
He's my son-in-law. I let him deal with all the financials. It's a big headache, I know. It's not easy dealing with all that. And I do day-to-day work on the site. So it works very well.
We just know what we got to get done and we just get it done. I mean, also our wives are in the background doing their bits and...
There's no arguments, there's no issues with us. We are quite happy as it is.
It's lovely to hear that the family work well together, but were they able to stick to their budget?
Our original budget was around £25,000. We've done quite well. I think we brought it in around £22,500. mainly due to the contingency we set. We did not need to touch it as the house is already in good condition and no major upsets were found.